Deep within you burns a fire that no storm can put out, no doubt can smother, no failure can extinguish. It is a fire that was placed in you before the world told you to fear, before pain taught you to doubt, before failure tried to convince you to quit. That fire is your inner power, your unshakable strength, your unstoppable energy waiting to be unleashed. For too long, you may have let the world cover it, bury it, or silence it. But no matter how much darkness has surrounded you, the fire within you has never gone out. It has been waiting for this moment, for you to recognize it, to ignite it, and to let it guide you forward. Your inner fire is not found in the noise of the world, but in the quiet corners of your soul. It is the voice that whispers a try again when everything says give up. It is the courage that pushes you to stand when you have fallen. It is the determination that fuels you when exhaustion has drained your body. It is not given to you by anyone else. It has always been yours. And when you choose to ignite it, there is nothing you cannot do. You have been through moments when you felt that fire dim, when pain made you believe it had burned out, when failure convinced you that you were empty, but fire does not die so easily. Even when it looks like nothing is left but ashes, there are still embers glowing, waiting for the breath of courage to bring them back to life. You may feel small, weak, or broken, but deep inside, the fire is still there. And with one spark of belief, it can roar again. The fire within you is not fragile. It is feeds on challenges. It grows in adversity. It thrives when tested. Every time life has tried to put it out, it has only learned to burn hotter. Every time you have been pushed down, that fire has quietly gathered strength, preparing for the day you will rise again. You may have scar, you may have wounds, but those are not signs of weakness. They are the wood that fuels your fire. The struggles you have faced do not extinguish your power. They intensify it. When you ignite your inner fire, you stop waiting for someone else to hand you strength, to give you permission to create your path. You realize you already carry everything you need. You no longer live small because fear says stay quiet. You no longer settle because doubt says you cannot. You no longer wait for opportunities, you create them. Fire does not wait for permission to burn. Fire moves, spreads, consumes. That is the energy you carry inside you, the power to light your own way. No matter how dark the path may be, there will always be voices trying to water down your fire. Some will call you unrealistic, others will say you are not enough, and still others will try to convince you that your dreams are too big. But you must remember this, the fire within you was not given to them. It was given to you. They do not have to see it, believe in it, or understand it. It is not their fire to ignite. It is yours. Protect it, feed it, let it burn. Igniting your inner power begins with belief. Belief is the oxygen of your fire. Without it, the flame flickers. With it, the flame roars. Believe that you are capable, even when evidence says otherwise. Believe that you are worthy, even when failure tries to convince you you're not. Believe that your future is brighter than your past, even when your past screams louder. Belief is the match that lights the flame, and once it burns, no darkness can overcome it. The fire within is not meant just for survival. It is meant for transformation. It takes pain and turns it into strength. It takes loss and turns it into wisdom. It takes fear and turns it into courage. It does not simply endure the storm. It becomes the lightning that breaks it. That fire makes you unstoppable because while the world can take much from you, it can never take the flame that lives inside your soul. And when you ignite it, you inspire others. Flames spread. One spark can light an entire forest. Your courage, your resilience, your refusal to quit, it awakens the fire in others who have forgotten their own. You become a living reminder that no matter how much life tries to bury you, the fire within is greater. So feed your fire. Feed it with persistence, with discipline, with hope. Feed it every time you choose to rise again, every time you face fear, every time you take one more step. Feed it with the vision of the future you are building, with the dreams you refuse to let die, with the strength you prove to yourself daily. Do not hide your fire. Do not shrink from it. Do not apologize for it. The world needs your light, your warmth, your energy. The world needs the fire only you can bring. And as long as you carry it, no obstacle can contain you, no failure can define you, and no darkness can defeat you. The fire within is your greatest gift, your eternal power. Ignite it, let it burn, let it guide you forward. Because once you unleash it, there will be no limit to how high you can rise, how far you can go, and how much you can overcome. Nothing will stop you. Nothing will break you. Nothing will silence you. Because the fire within you is unstoppable, unshakable, and eternal. Inside every person burns a fire, but too often we forget it's there. We let the weight of disappointment smother it. We let the noise of doubt drown it. We let the shadows of fear cover it. But the truth is that fire never leaves you. It might flicker, it might dim, it might hide beneath the ashes of your struggle, but it never dies. It waits patiently for you to remember it, to breathe into it again, to ignite it with courage and belief. And once you do, nothing on this earth can stop its light. Think of the times in your life when you thought you had nothing left, when you felt like the spark inside you had gone out completely. Yet somehow in your darkest hour, a small flame flickered again. Maybe it was the memory of a dream you once had. Maybe it was a voice deep inside whispering that you were made for more. Maybe it was the realization that even in pain, you still had breath. And as long as you had breath, you had a chance. That flicker is your fire, and it has never abandoned you, have abandoned you. The fire within is not an accident. It was placed in you with intention. It's not ordinary. It is extraordinary. It is the force that pushes you to stand up again after failure. It is the energy that carries you through long nights of doubt. It is the courage that fuels you when the world says you can't. You don't need to look for it outside yourself. It has always been there, waiting for you to trust it. When you ignite this fire, everything changes. Obstacles that once looked impossible begin to shrink. Fear that once held you hostage begins to lose its grip. Doubt that once paralyzed you begins to fade. Because fire brings clarity, and clarity brings power. With fire inside you, you stop asking I, and you start declaring, and you start declaring I will. You stop questioning whether you are strong enough, and you start realizing you already are. Do not mistake quiet moments for weakness. Fire doesn't always roar. Sometimes it smolders silently. Sometimes strength is not loud. Sometimes it is quiet endurance. Your fire may not always look like a blazing inferno. It may be a gentle flame, steady and unwavering. But do not underestimate it. Even the smallest flame has the power to light the darkest room. Even the smallest fire can spread into something unstoppable. The world will test your fire. It will throw storms against you, hoping to drown it. It will pile ashes of disappointment on top of it, hoping to suffocate it. It will surround you with cold nights of fear, hoping to freeze it. But fire does not die easily. Fire adapts. Fire survives. Fire finds a way to burn even when it seems impossible. And every test only makes it stronger. Every challenge only fuels it more. You see, fire feeds on resistance. The harder the winds blow, the higher the flames rise. The darker the night, the brighter it shines. That's why your struggles are not proof that you are weak. They are proof that your fire is alive. If you had no fire, life would not bother trying to put it out. The very fact that you face challenges is evidence that something powerful is burning within you. So what do you do with this fire? You use it. You let it guide you when the path ahead looks uncertain. You let it give you strength when your body feels tired and your mind feels overwhelmed. You let it remind you that you carry more power than you realize. The fire within you is not meant to stay hidden. It is meant to light the way forward. And here's the beautiful truth. When you ignite your fire, it doesn't just change your life. It changes the lives of others. Flames spread. Your courage awakens courage in someone else. Your resilience inspires resilience in someone else. Your refusal to quit ignites the same refusal in someone who was ready to give up. You may never even realize how many lives your fire touches, but every time you rise, every time you persist, every time you shine, you are lighting someone else's path. The fire within you is not fragile. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be broken. It cannot be destroyed. Life may try, people may try, circumstances may try, but the fire is eternal. And the more you believe in it, the more it grows. The more you trust it, the more it spreads. The more you feed it, the more unstoppable it becomes. But here is the key. You must protect your fire. Do not hand it to those who only want to put it out. Do not shrink it to make others comfortable. Do not hide it because you are afraid of standing out. Fire was not meant to stay hidden. It was meant to shine. There is a reason why the flame inside you burns brighter when you live in alignment with your dreams. Your fire thrives when you choose courage over fear, growth over comfort, hope over despair. Even on the hardest days, even when you feel empty, remind yourself the fire is still there. When you doubt your ability to keep going, remember, the fire is still there. When you are tempted to believe that your story is finished, remember, the fire is still there. As long as there is even one glowing ember inside you, there's enough to reignite into something powerful. And you will rise from the ashes stronger than before. So breathe into your fire. Feed it with your vision, your persistence, your belief. Trust it when the road grows dark. Let it fuel your steps, light your path, and remind you of your power. Because the fire within you is greater than any obstacle in front of you. The fire within you is greater than any storm that surrounds you. The fire within you is greater than any fear that tries to stop you. You were not born to live in darkness. You were born to shine. You were not born to be powerless. You were born to ignite. You were not born to be ordinary. You were born to burn with a fire that changes everything it touches. And no matter what you face, that fire will always be there waiting to carry you forward. You are the keeper of your flame. You are the keeper of your flame. You are the protector of your fire. You are the one who decides whether it flickers or whether it roars. And when you choose to let it roar, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can break you. Nothing can break you. Nothing can extinguish you because the fire within is eternal.